Hey guys, Match the Gamer here. If you like the video and everything I discuss in it, please hit that subscribe button. Greatly appreciate it, and on to the video. What's up everybody, Match the Gamer here to review Dragon Ball Super Episode 39. Man, what an episode. I have not experienced something like this in a long time from Dragon Ball. That's not to say I hated the series or anything. I love the series. It's just that nostalgic feeling I got from like watching Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z back in the 90s whenever it was on the air on Toonami on Cartoon Network every Saturday morning. It was just a feeling I got from it. This episode gave me that feeling for the first time in a long, long time. I really like how everything went in the show, how everything was done. So much was just so well done. There are some issues that some other big DBZ YouTubers are more prominent than myself that talked about it, and they had, or I should say he had an issue with it. If you know who I'm talking about, kudos to you, subscriber, but if you know who it is, just know I have nothing against the individual, and I will make a video addressing the YouTuber's point of view and give you my thoughts on why I more or less disagree with the individual, but again, I have no hate towards the person. Enjoy their content, I enjoy their channel, I just don't agree with them on this particular subject. Anyways, moving on. So, on to the episode review. So, of course, we open up with Goku and Hit's fight continuing. And, of course, Goku's pretty much figured out how to beat Hit's time skip ability. Again, just a quick reminder, a refresher, Hit has the power to travel forward by 0.1 seconds into the future, essentially, and that gives him a advantage in battle because that basically means he'll be where he would be 0.1 seconds later, but at much quicker. The problem is, though, is that Goku, of course, being the tactician he is, if you want to call him that, figured out how to beat, or rather counter Hit's ability. He doesn't cancel it out. What it is, he's just come up with a strategy to where Hit uses it, he blocks a certain way, and he's able to immediately counter him. So Goku's capable of doing this quick enough to counter him. So Goku goes Super Saiyan Blue now, since he figured this out last episode, and takes him on in that form. Obviously, Goku is winning, and it gets to a point where Hit's like, okay, I need to take him seriously, and he actually takes out his fist from his pockets and begins to do the same thing he's doing against Vegeta, or at least attempt to, where he would hold his fist a certain way to make sure his index finger's middle knuckle was pointing outward, and he hits you like in a pressure point. Essentially, think of it like dead-legging somebody with your middle finger, except instead of doing that, you're doing it with your index finger and hitting specific pressure points. Very, very hard. Anyways, so they exchange a few blows. It seems about even between the both of them. Anyway, it pretty much gets to the point to where it seems like Goku ain't gonna really win, but neither is Hit. It seems they're almost at a stalemate in terms of how Goku's figured out how to counter him, and Hit being unable to get the advantage he had against Vegeta. Speaking of Vegeta and everyone else, they seem to, or specifically, anyways, Vegeta and Piccolo, they are a little mad that Goku was kind of stupid and revealed, oh, this is how I counter your ability. And this is just Goku being fair. Goku likes a fair fight. I don't know what in his right mind is wrong with him sometimes, but I mean, Goku's not the type of guy to cheat or take advantage of people. He doesn't like to do that. It's not his character. But I will say that whenever he gets into a legitimate fight, like if he's to fight someone evil, I don't think he needs to be fair. And in situations like that, he needs to be more Vegeta-like with how he handles a battle. It's one thing if he's in a tournament like this, where everything's friendly, hunky-dory, nobody's going to die. I mean, yeah, there's something kind of big on the line here, but it's not like people are going to die if it happens. It's just essentially, you know, well, you know what the outcome of the tournament will be if one side wins over the other. Anyways, so continuing back, so Goku and Hit, of course, as I said, are kind of at a stalemate to a degree. They're both exchanging reasonably decent hits. That's funny, Hit and he's exchanging hits. That's hilarious. Anyway, so they get to this point to where Hit essentially more or less tries to copy Goku's transformation, I guess you could say. And what I mean by that is he doesn't copy it in the sense of he changes into a Super Saiyan before you get that out of context. What I mean is that Hit basically is like, oh, okay, you transform, maybe I can do it. So Hit transforms, kind of, except instead of changing his appearance, his power changed. he explained that now his time skip ability now goes 0.2 seconds into the future. He's improved it, made it better. Apparently, he says he can't power up like Saiyans do. His abilities just get better. So, essentially, going from there, so now it gets to the point to where it's so much that Goku's speed and power can't overcome this. So, looks like he's got the advantage. He's punched Goku pretty bad, and Goku's actually on the ground. And for a minute there, I actually thought Goku might lose, but because Champa was yelling at Hit saying, finish him, knock him out of the ring, and Hit, of course, decides to let Goku get up. The reason he did this is, being the sporting man he is basically his way of paying a debt to Goku for helping him improve his ability. So I guess Hit has some sort of honor code or whatever. Prior to this, essentially all we knew, basically from the most recent episodes anyway, is he's an assassin. That's all we know. We don't know if he's a good guy or a bad guy. We don't know what kind of people he's killed, because, if he's an assassin, or rather more accurately a hitman, which is basically the same thing, we don't know what kind of people he has taken down, whether they be politicians, bad guys, like Frieza-level villains, or what. Anyways, so he gets up, and the fight continues. And of course, it's too much for Goku to keep going. He can't win at this point, it seems like. And Hit then lays in like a insane hit combo. That's the way I can put it. It's just a bunch of hits and kicks, and Goku drops. He's on the ground, and pretty much Hit thinks it's over. And as he looks away, thinking, okay, I got this, everybody's cheering, and next thing you know, Goku's actually getting up. He starts apologizing, while Hit's, of course, surprised by this, since Goku's getting back up, but Goku starts apologizing, basically saying sorry for holding back. Goku apparently has been hiding his trump card, a technique we haven't seen for quite some time. I'm sure most of you have seen this episode by now, so I'm not really spoiling anything, or at least I would like to think so. So, that said, from here on, spoiler alert! God, I say some stupid stuff sometimes on recordings. Anyway, so, spoiler alert, seriously. So, Goku gets up, as I said, he apologizes, and then he starts powering up. Now, I'm assuming what he did was he went to 100% full power for Super Saiyan Blue, or as much as he can manage anyways, because I think he was still tired from his fight after he lost against Frost for that little needle punch thing. I could be wrong about that. I don't know how much power he might have expended from doing that. Then there was, of course, a Batamo fight. Goku didn't really struggle too much. He just had to figure out a way to get around Batamo's strange body, I guess you could call it, being as if he punched it, obviously it was like rubber or whatever, it weren't really doing much. Anyways, so Goku might have worn himself out a smidge, so he couldn't quite reach 100, but I don't think he wore himself out that much. So anyways, of course, he was in this fight with Hit and got hurt quite a bit, so it might not have been quite 100%, but anyways, I digress on that. So he gets as much power as I'm assuming he can muster. Then he starts using the Kaioken for the first time in, I don't know how many years it's been. Goku's pretty close to 40-something years old by now, so, and I believe around Z, he was in his 20s, early 20s. So it's been a few years. So Goku powers up, and while this is all going on, like everybody's like shocked by this, and Hit's analyzing Goku's power. He's watching it increase. You see him say it jumps like he goes 2, 4, and then he goes no 10, realizing Goku's multiplied his power by 10. So essentially, whatever percentage Goku powered up to in Super Saiyan Blue, whether it be 100% or say 90%, whatever, Goku took that power and multiplied it by 10. So now he is 10 times more powerful, faster, stronger, etc. than he was previously. So he's insanely more powerful. He explains that he was he's slowly learning how to use his technique and combine it with Super Saiyan Blue properly so he could take on Lord Beerus. It's just that he hadn't quite perfected the technique yet, and he was also not sure if it would kill him, because it put, in the past, we've seen Kaioken does a lot of damage to the body, but thankfully, since he's been training with Whis and learning ki control, because that's what Super Saiyan Blue is a proper ki control form, essentially it wouldn't put as much strain on his body. It's a perfect Kaioken, if you that's the best way to put it. I mean, I'm sure King Kai would even be proud of this at this point. Bear in mind, though, Goku has brought it up to times 20 before, back when he fought Frieza, so we don't know if he can do more than that in Super Saiyan Blue or not. I would assume he could, but I could be wrong. So, we'll see. Anyways, Vegeta, of course, has a flashback to whenever they fought on Earth, and he's the Kaioken against him, and Vegeta, of course, gets mad because Goku is yet again a step ahead of him, and he can't handle that. We also get a little cheer from Beerus and Whis, who are cheering on Goku as he finally got the upper hand on Hit. Like, Hit ain't got a chance against Goku now. Like, Goku's beating the crap out of him. Like, no matter what Hit increases his time skip ability to, Goku's just too fast. So, of course, Beerus is like, that's my Goku, and then Whis interjects and says, no, that's my Goku. And to be clear, that was a conversation. Basically, Beerus was trying to take credit for Goku getting strong, when in fact it was Whis who made Goku stronger through his training. Because Beerus has, well, done nothing for Goku other than basically teach him how to handle whenever he was Super Saiyan God for the first time. And beyond that, we haven't seen Beerus do much, and even then, all he did was talk to Goku, kind of coach him. He didn't really teach him, per se, like Whis has taught him and Vegeta. It's also making me wonder, because I think Goku may have, in that instance anyway, surpassed Beerus. At the very least, it seemed to make Beerus worry a smidge. He also questioned why Goku never used this technique against him before. Now, I don't know if Goku did surpass Beerus. It's possible, but at the very least, he's certainly a lot closer than what he was, even if you disagree with that possibility. He's a lot closer than what he was whenever he uses that combination of a technique. Now, this also makes me beg the question, does that mean now that Beerus has seen Goku catch up this close to him, if he's going to stop being lazy and actually get off his butt and train with Whis some more? Because, frankly, I've been watching Super like y'all, I'm sure, and I've even read the manga and watched the movies, and we haven't seen Beerus train at all in his entire time that we've seen him so far. I mean, we know he has, we just haven't seen him do it. So I'm wondering if maybe he's just been being lazy all this time because he thinks, aside from Whis, he's the strongest being in his universe and therefore does not need to train to get stronger anymore. So, after seeing somebody that could potentially surpass him or even currently beat him right now, will we possibly see Beerus training alongside Goku and Vegeta with Whis to obviously keep his status as numero uno in his universe, second only to Whis? We'll see. I don't know, but it's a possibility, just something to think about. I thought I'd plant that there for y'all. Anyway, so going forward, so Goku's fighting Hit. He's got the upper hand. It looks like he's going to win this pretty much. And Goku then notices that he says that Super Saiyan Blue won't hold out for much longer like this. So Goku charges up a Kamehameha to try to finish it in one hit. And then he fires it at Hit. And, of course, there's a lot of screaming, and then smoke, and then the episode ends. Leaves us on a cliffhanger. So currently we won't know what happens till this coming Saturday, actually, as I'm recording this. So we'll find out in episode 40, does Hit win? Does Hit lose? Does the fight keep going? What? I'm almost certain Goku will win, just because I feel like that's what's been said based on some leaked titles, but we'll see. That could change. I mean, for all we know, Toriyama may have sent a quit manuscript saying, nope, change that. Okay. Anyways, I want to thank y'all for watching. Make sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe. I enjoyed this episode. 5 freaking stars from me. 10 freaking stars, in fact. Let's go there. Okay. So, yeah, I enjoyed it. Check out my official Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch pages. I'll link down below in the description. Tune in later this week for some more videos. I'm going to do a video on where I talk about the issue that another YouTuber had about this episode, where he had a disagreement with some stuff in this episode. And I'm also going to discuss another topic that's been going around about some interview that Toriyama and Toriotaro had about Super. So look out for those videos. And the reason I haven't been here for a while, just to finish this out, is because I haven't been able to record for my edge spots. I'm not sure if you knew, my edge spots has been sent off to be repaired, but it'll be back soon. But I thought this episode was so epic, so necessary that I needed to record. So, there may be a picture in the background, or maybe some Dokkan Battle playing in the background. I don't know. I'll figure it out whenever I go to edit. But hopefully y'all enjoy whatever's playing or not playing in the background, and enjoy my input on this particular episode of Super. So yeah, I guess that about covers everything. This is going a little longer than my typical reviews, but again, thank y'all for watching, and peace. Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z / Kai, Dragon Ball GT, and Dragon Ball Super are all owned by Fuji TV, Toei Animation, Funimation, and Akira Toriyama. I do not claim to own any of these. The video and any images that appear were used under fair use.